working on the News Tease Hall of Fame.
Yep.
That's where this bit's going to end eventually. We got two in the Hall of Fame right now.
Oh, okay.
It's this one, the famous one.
One city wants to pack all their sex offenders into a 3-block area. Problem is, it could be right next to your house.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
One of the greatest. I don't think we ever beat that one.
That is not happening anywhere, by the way.
Right, of course not.
Stop it.
Of course not. And then this one.
How a twist on the predator law could shut down religion.
Can shut down religion.
That doesn't even make sense
at all.
Well, that was a news tease. That was a news tease.
That is.
So we got the latest
awful
batch of news teases meant to scare the bejesus out of you. Oh, 666. We passed 666. What, a little over a week ago at this point?
Yep.
Whatever. So.
And why weren't they calling it 6606? It's because of what it was. Because only in the year 6 was it actually 666.
Yeah.
After that, sorry. There's another number in there. You're just leaving it out. I don't think the mark of the beast was 6606.
Or 66-2000.
That's the mark of, like, someone kind of bad. Maybe a bad attitude. Not
it's really
the beast.
Just June 6, 2006.
That's all it is. 06.
6606. He was supposed to be really bad, but he's got a bad chromosome.
Yeah.
He just missed.
He
just missed. Well, here we go. So a lot of news stations had to go with the whole 666 angle to scare the crap out of us.
Give it a try.
And here's the first news tease for today.
9/11. The United States is attacked by terrorists. 7/7. Bombs explode in London's public transit system. 6606. Just 3 weeks away. Will it be a day we'll never forget? Tonight on Fox 8 News at 10.
That was serious.
Are you kidding me?
That like a skit.
That's not SNL or any of that crap. That is a real news tease for a news station.
This guy's equating like terrorist bombings that killed thousands to one of these wacky run around your high school saying the world's going to end at noon today bits. 6606.
Isn't that amazing with the scary music and all that?
It's horrific.
They try.
I know we're supposed to go off on it, but that was just.
They try.
Sometimes you just have to play it, Bill. We don't even have to go on it because it's just so ridiculous on its own. Let it just sit there. How stupid that is.
They want to scare you. They want to rope you in. They think people are watching. Going, oh, 666. I got to watch the news now because how does it?
But it's like the perfect scary music because it's like haunting music, yet with like that religious tone, like a big church.
Yeah.
Telling people to have sex with each other.
Yeah.
Little intern going through the catalog of music at the news station there. Is this good? Oh, perfect. What's your name? Go get me a sandwich.
All right, here we go. The next scary news tease.
666, the sign of Satan, the mark of the beast. 6606, 3 weeks away. Should you be worried? Tonight on Fox 8 News at 10.
Is Satan coming on Wednesday, the first Wednesday in June, or whatever the hell it was?
Do you really think they would be able to cover the end of the world? Like, I would love to see, because Fox News and CNN go crazy.
Can you imagine?
For Alberto, a tropical storm. They're nuts, sending reporters. How do you cover the end of the world?
Yeah, can you imagine? Oh, here it is, the end of the world. I got to turn on CNN. This is what we've all been waiting
this
for.
Was coming. We knew this day was coming. Up until now, it's just been a big summer movie.
Yeah.
But this is definitely the real one.
This is it. I'm standing here on a street that is cracking open. Fire and brimstone billowing out of it, if you can see in our camera
here. You can see the tidal wave approaching the city.
Tidal waves. Okay, we're going to have to go to our weather center here because I've never seen flaming hail. It is flaming hail and frogs are raining from the sky. Bob, could you tell us about this weather condition? Well, the low-pressure system will bring in more frogs as the evening progresses. Like they can't even, get off and realize, run for your life, idiot.
How long do you go with it?
How long do you go with it? That it's the end of the world.
How long do you go with it? Because you have that dumb ego, and you're like, oh, wow, this is the big story. I'm going to stay on the air.
There's reports of a pale horse galloping across the sky.
When the world ended, we were there first. Fox News.
And, of course, they'll have to squeeze in some entertainment news.
Oh, yeah.
Just because they can't help themselves. Little Britney Spears update in the middle of the end of the world.
How will this affect Brangelina
Right, exactly.
and the baby? We'll tell you about it as long as we're still here. End of the world. Breaking news on Fox News Alert. The world has ended. Is anyone watching this? Can I curse? They would want to report it. It's the ultimate story. It's the ultimate irony, isn't it? That would be the biggest story ever, and they couldn't report it because it just happens. I think it happens quick. Or if the world just decided...
How long do you think that would take? The end of the world.
Yeah. We're waiting. We've heard that there's been some problems, some cracking of the earth and volcanic activity, apparitions of evil spirits ripping people's heads off. But we'll be here to keep you informed.
Brian from St. Louis. End of the world, film at Oblivion.
How will it affect you?
Adam from Fayetteville. Newsflash, world ending. But first, Tom with the traffic. Tom?
I think people in the market are going to be a little skeptical of the outlook of the stock market. This could cause it to drop a little bit, being that it is the end of the world. I think people will want to pull their resources out of the market.
End of the world is this. You're online at Starbucks. Should I have a tall cup of coffee or a cappuccino? Bam!
End of the world.
That's what you hope.
And then just dust.
That's what you hope. When that asteroid hits, you want to be right underneath it. I don't want to survive the end of the world. Be like those people who got to start living like apes again.
That's kind of cool, though.
Yeah, that'd be
the surviving the end of the world thing. You think only
until you have to take a dump, Anthony.
Like we are such a
radioactive leaves up against your anus.
Yeah. We're such a faggy nation, though. Like, we're not a refugee kind of nation where you can walk down the streets and kind of, like well-to-do people. If it affects, like, end of the world type stuff, nuclear stuff, where you now have refugees of people that were in Beverly Hills or something, trying to walk in their heels. Just, you want to think only the people, like you were talking about earlier, with the shotgun slung over their shoulder and the patch over their eye, are the only people out there shooting each other, things like that. But there's going to be, my feet hurt. Murray, my feet hurt. And it's the end of the world.
They won't last. They'll last like 3 days. The people
you think that's it?
What percentage of the population do you think actually knows how to start a fire with, like, sticks?
Oh, none. 1%.
Tops. Yeah, but less than 1%. Let's get back into the news.
Tried.
Ted Nugent will survive.
Yeah, the Nuge. He'll survive, unfortunately.
Let's go to Chris. What's up, Chris?
What's up, guys?
Hey.
Do you think Fox News actually has somebody in their graphics department making little bumpers, little video bumpers for the end of the world?
They do have things in the can, as they say. And I don't mean in the Mantown term. I mean in the news. They have things like they had Reagan's eulogy and everything. Autopsy. That would be interesting. But they had his, when he died, the graphic, the story, his biography. Yeah, they have that all set to go. Bob Hope, they had the same thing. So they could, and they just store them till it happens, and then they could take it out and not have to work too hard.
Yeah, that's what these guys do in their downtime. They see who's getting up there. And
I was saying, who do you think they're working on right now?
It's a good question.
Bob Barker?
Who's up there now?
Bob Barker. No, I don't think he's important enough. Gerald Ford.
Gerald Ford's a good
I bet Gerald Ford. Probably Jerry Lewis. They're probably scrambling with a lot of Jerry Lewis stuff. He had a minor, and they keep specifying very minor heart attack. Minor. And he's got a little touch of the pneumonia, and he's 80 years old.
Yeah, that's not minor.
It's nothing's minor at 80 years old. Yeah, right. Nothing.
You get a splinter at 80.
Yeah.
Cardiac.
I had a splinter, and he's dead. Happened. Try to get it out. Right. Dick Clark is another one. I'm sure they have a whole retrospective on him.
Can we play his audio again from New Year's, please?
You go to step on an ant, you break your hip, you need like a hip replacement.